6. Boom. And he's dead. You're dead, you're just impatient? That's a shame, bro. Alright, we got a revenge against Mono Red there. If that's not a good story. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because what we have is mono green toxic dinosaurs. Yeah, we're pulling deep in the toolbox tonight, boys. We're getting real deep in it, man. With a little bit of Roman throne action, you know, we can't be too mad at it. Did help us win a couple of games tonight. I did one called the Sludge a while ago, a mono green toxic, which was very popular. And I said, what if we took the peanut butter and the chocolate and mixed them together? What if we took dinosaurs and we mixed them in? Because we already have Tyrannix Rex, which is the synthesis of them both, the Tyrannix, the toxic Phyrexian dinosaur, and we did the best that we could with this. And it actually works pretty well. It took a while for it to dial in, but it works pretty well in case you want a little bit more bite in your stomp here. So before we get down to business here, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, become a villain today, and like and subscribe to the channel, or you'll be attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for a live streaming goodness. We would love to have you at our Twitch streams. They're a lot of fun. You can also hit the bell. We do stream on YouTube as well. You don't want to miss that. You'll see it. And check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. Post your decks, post memes, ask questions, all right there on Discord. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this deck, go right down there to find it. So what are we talking about? We talk about the Sludge. Well, we are talking about Bushwhack. Bushwhack is going to help us. It's going to help us mana fix in case we need a mana fix for some forests, because sometimes we do have a high end here and we do get stuck. It's also going to help us target one of our own cards, target creature you control. So you target a creature and then a creature you don't. It is going to help us some with early removal. The best way we have removal is fight. That's really the only way green has removal. So if you're picking up like a Pugnacious or a Hulking Raptor or something like that, or even something smaller like a Bloat Boy, like a Bloated Contaminator, Bloat Boy here, and you do fight to fight, that's the best way to get rid of troublesome cards, and that's what we're going to be doing with Bushwhack. Tamiyo Safekeeping. Best bet, okay? I got to tell you about the Tamiyo Safekeeping and Venerated Rot Priest. We need protection. People are running wipes. They're running direct removal. We got to keep them safe. Never play your Venerated Rot Priest on turn 1, okay? They're going to kill it. They've got stock removal. They got Lightning Bolt. They've got, not Lightning Bolt. Oh, God, that shows you how old of a player I am. They've got Lightning Strike. They've got Play with Fire. They've got Cut Down. They've got Go for the Throw. They got every removal you could possibly think of in their hand. Play it on turn 2. This is the best advice I can give you. Wait till that one. Get a Tamiyo's in your hand. Play Venerated Rot Priest, wait for them to try to hit removal on it, and immediately play Tamiyo Safekeeping on it. They get 1 toxic for targeting it. They get another toxic for you targeting it with your own spell, Tamiyo Safekeeping. And then, because they spent their turn playing Go for the Throat, they're open goal next turn, and you can swing in and usually hit them for the 3rd one. It is a brutal combo, so never throw your Venerated Rot Priest out there unless you have some sort of protection, because they know how dangerous this card is. So Tamiyo is going to gain Indestructible and Hexproof until the end of turn. For 1 green mana, we gain 2 life. We know that. Venerated Rot Priest is going to be the early way to start establishing that terrible toxic. 1 green, 1/2, Phyrexian Druid. Toxic. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. So when your opponent targets it, it's with anything targets it, they get a toxic, they get a poison counter. 10 poison counters means that they die. Okay, in terms of, I like to think of in terms of Phyrexians, when you toxic them out for 10, they actually get turned into a Phyrexian, which is funnier than them just dying. They get completed. So that's what we're going to do right there. Early aggression, we're going to go with a Phyrexian Elf Scout here. The Branch Blight Stalker, 1 green and 1. This is a great target to do something like Bushwhack or any kind of fight card on Infectious Bite because it is 3 damage early on, and it is Toxic 2. So it does a lot of damage swinging in for 3 and Toxic 2. Really, really useful. Turn 1 Venerated, maybe, or turn 2 Venerated, turn 3 Branch Blight, and start swinging in. We're starting to push that poison down range. We're starting to affect people. Gaia's Gift. This is the other protection card. You see we're running a lot of protection because holy lord, they are running a lot of removal right now. It is a removal meta. It's all about kill cards, it's all about burnout, it's all about killing everything that you possibly can. 1 green and 1 instant, plus put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains reach, trample, hexproof, and indestructible until the end of turn. Really, really, really useful stuff. Really cool stuff right there. You love to see it. Trample, of course, will help somebody get that toxic load all the way across. Yes, Branch Blight Stalker will deliver that too. If you give it Trample, it'll be a 4/4, a 4/2 Trample. Reach, you can grab somebody out of the air, and the Indestructible in Hexproof is extremely useful. So just an alternate version of Tamiyo's right there for your pleasure. Now, we're talking about fighting. We got to talk about Infectious Bite. This is brutal. First of all, the art for this card is horrid. It's something you'd see off black, but it's green. 1 green and 1 instant, so you can immediately do it. Target creature you control deals damage to its equal to its power to a target creature you don't. Each opponent gets a poison counter. So when you combine this with Venerated Rot Priest, you target your own creature, they get a poison counter, and then Infectious Bite gives them a poison counter on top of that as well. So that's brutal on top of that. Again, you're going to want to use this fight spell on some big stuff like Pugnacious, Hulking Racker, Tyrannix, Bloat Boy, or something like that. That is what's going to really start to getting to remove some of the obstacles that you want out of your way. Speaking of removing obstacles, along with poison, Infectious Bite here, Bloated Contaminator, 1 green and 2, 4/4 Trample, already pretty good 4/4 Trample for that price. With Toxic 1, and whenever you Bloated Contaminator deals combat damage to a player, you proliferate. Very, very cool stuff. What does proliferation mean? It means that you increase the number of counters that they have, including poison counters, so we can just make that poison clock go up by 1. They have to be poisoned out by at least 1, but if you've hit them with Toxic 1, the Toxic goes off first, then they proliferate, and it goes up by 1 again. So it's just going to increase every turn. And it is a tramply boy. It's a big guy. So we're going to start hitting them hard right here. Fight Rigging. You know we had to do it to him, man. It's probably one of the best green cards in the game. I wish it wasn't such an auto-include in every mono green deck, but Lord mercy, Fight Rigging and Pugnacious Hammer Skull is just a 1-2 combo. I mean, speaking of 1-2 combos, this Rhino is punching this other Rhino's lights out. 1 green and 2. Hideaway 5. You can take 5 cards. You put one of them away under it. You add 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. If you control a creature that's 7 or more, you may pay the exile card without its cost. Do you know what we want in there? We want Tyrannix Rex. We've got 3 Tyrannix Rex and 3 Fight Rigging. Sometimes they line up beautifully, sometimes they don't. Either way, you're going to get a free spell out of it. Tyrannix Rex is brutal under there because it's a big 7 and it just comes out and hastes automatically. It's a terrible sight to behold when we hit the Tyrannix Rex off the top right there. But this is obviously going to help the Tramplers. It's going to help power up everything, and it's also going to give free spells. Pugnacious. Here's where we start including the dinos into this. We got to add these Ixalan dinos in here one way or the other. It's going to be extremely useful. 1 green and 2, 6/6. When Pugnacious Hammerskull enters the battlefield, when it attacks and when you don't control a dinosaur, put in a stun counter at it. So you got to have at least a Hulking Raptor, another Pugnacious out, or a Tyrannix Rex, which is also a dinosaur, to start really hurting people with it, and that'll be really useful. But it's a great card to start with because, like I said, Tamiyo's Safekeep, or not, Rat Priest and Infectious Bite. I mean, you're doing 6 damage to somebody, knocking something out of the way, and then swinging in for another 6 damage. You're counting down 2 clocks: the damage clock and the poison clock. They're going to feel a lot of pressure to start dealing with you. Hulking Raptor, love this card right here. It is a Velociraptor with feathers, who also has armor on. I mean, the guy's got drip. Look at this guy. This guy's ridiculous. 2 green and 2, 5/3, Ward 2. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add 2 green mana. Very, very useful right there. And Ward 2, I think I talked about that. They have to target it They have to pay 2 more. It's very, very hard. I like to lock them out. With all this protection that we have, we force them to play the 2. You have to pay the ward or it gets counterspelled. So they pay the ward, and then we hit it with Tamiyo's Safekeeping. So they paid extra mana for no reason. It doesn't work. And if Venerated Rot Priest on the board, they get an extra poison counter on it. He's going to add the 2 extra green mana on the main phase to help us get some of these bigger things out and help us get more flexibility with the mana as we go. Roaming Throne. The reason we have this in here is for this lovely interaction with any kind of Venerated Rot Priest. We're throwing them 2 of them. If you don't want them in there, you just want to put more dinos, I get that. Choose Phyrexian. You're going to want to choose Phyrexian, and that way, anytime anything is targeted with Venerated Rot Priest, they get 2 poison counters. You'll see a game, if you watch long enough in this video, where I target a spell with 2 Phyrexian, with Roaming Throne and 2 Venerated Rot Priest out, and they get 4 off of it. That is ridiculously powerful for middle to late game poisoning somebody out. Very, very cool. And of course, like I said, the synthesis of this deck, 4 green and 4 8/8. Phyrexian Dinosaur Creature, this spell can't be countered. Trample Ward 4, Haste, Toxic 4. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this monster right here. He is a Phyrexian Dinosaur. He is awesome. This is what it's all about right here. Just super powerful. On turn 5, he can come down if we got that Hulking Raptor out. Absolutely, we can hit those mana drops. He'll help salvage him. So either Hulking Raptor or Fight Rigging. That is the closer, man. He's either going to win by damage or he's going to win by Toxic. Hopefully you've Toxic somebody out to 6, and as soon as he tramples over, even for 1 damage, even for a second, they're not expecting him. They can't get rid of him, and he just closes the game. So 2 Boseijus, 24s, 2 Myrics. Myric's actually pretty useful to get those extra Toxic Mites right there. This is what we're talking about, the new Sludge. Why don't we call it the new Sludge? Yeah. It is a standard deck, 21 creatures, 14 Phyrexians, 8 dinosaurs, so kind of a Phyrexian dinosaur combo right there. 10 instants, 2 sorceries, 2 artifacts, 3 enchantments, 24 mana with a 2.6 average. A little bit of splish splash of ramp in it, but that's what we're gonna go for right there. We have our little dino backs on it right there. That's what we got. All right, what are we looking at when we look at on the sideways view? You can see it. 1, 2, 3. 4 is where we start getting tricky to reach up into the Tyrannix Rex. That's where we start kind of flexing our muscles a little bit to try to get where we're going. What are we talking about on the sideboard? You're going to see me play a few games. I did hot swap this in and out. I do want to give a shout out to Venomous Brutalizer right here. A 4/4 Phyrexian Knight, which is pretty cool. 2 green and 2. Toxic 3. That is a lot of Toxic. I like to put Trample on this guy. He's a great one for Gaia's Gift, so that he can trample across for that 3. And if he enters the battlefield, you can actually pay 2 more and proliferate for usefulness. I ended up having a bit of an issue with him. I hot swapped him in for Hulking Raptor, so you're going to see both played in here, in case you're curious to say, well, I see Hulking Raptor sometimes, and I see Venomous Brutalizer. He is definitely a sideboard card. He's good, but I wanted to try a little bit more dinos in it. Prize Fight's not a bad one for a little bit more punchiness to it. Also creates a treasure token to help you wrap for another fight. Another Gaia's Gift. Maybe even Vorinclex. Yeah, we're doing Phyrexians here. Maybe put Vorinclex for a little bit more. You can return stuff. He might be a surprise hit on there. Jay, you're saying, Jay, what about the mana base? How come you're not using Cave of Souls or something like that? Yeah, I did. I had it in here for a little bit. We can throw Cavern of Souls in there. Choose Phyrexian, choose Dinosaur. I think that you're going to be okay to deal with our blue friends trying to counterspell us right there. So that is horizontal view. I know y'all like it on horizontal view. You can take your shot right there. That's what we're looking like. Why not? Go for it. That's what we're going to be going for. And it works pretty well. We're getting it. We're in Plat Hell right now. We're trying to claw our way out of Plat Hell. We went back a lot of it because I was trying to run all kind of stuff, crazy stuff. I made Mythic last season, so I was just kind of experimenting with this season. Ooh, went back pretty far. Here we go, guys. Into the game, the new Sludge. Don't forget to leave a comment, like the video. Let's get into it. I don't want to mill people out, dude. I used to play mill. Oppo goes first. Oh, I forgot to build the board wipe counter. You guys were supposed to remind me that we need to get a board wipe counter. Counting widget for stream. Stream elements. Okay, here we go. Customize. I can only add a add element. That fucking sucks. I wanted to add something else besides this. Countdown timer. I don't want a countdown timer. I want to count how many sometimes something happens. Demir Mill used to be, ooh, that used to be bad, bros. Demir Mill used to fucking really rip shit up. Branch Blight Stalker. Subscribe, tip, widget effect. Dick, get lost. Okay. Alright. No, this isn't what I need. Tyrannix Rex, that'll work. Stream widgets. Virtual loyalty. Bum 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 bum. Alright, I gotta figure out I gotta spend a day figure that out. Don't fucking, you gotta remind me, guys. Okay? I'm not gonna remember on my own. I'm not gonna remember. Every time I want to add a number right up here, like I want, like where I am right now, I want to put myself, I want a little counter. I said, how many times have I been wiped? And we're gonna keep a count every single stream, how many times I get board wiped. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be really cool. I really like that idea. So far it's at 1. Somebody keep track of 1 right now. I want to see what the average is per stream. I think that's going to be an interesting, I think more than anything, that's going to be an interesting metric to look at. You know. They call me hot stepper, turn around. Still loving like that, turn around. Na 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 na. Yeah, I want to keep some data. I want to keep some data points. That would be fun. I think that would be a fun thing to do. Man, YouTube, y'all quiet over there on YouTube, man. There's people watching on YouTube. They're absolutely silent. Haven't said a thing yet. Yeah, then we can extrapolate how much I get board wipe per hour. I'm guessing probably at a rate of at least 3 an hour. I think there's probably 6 a night, 3 an hour. Hey, 1983 dog, he decided to speak up. There was like 8 people in the YouTube chat, and they were just all staring at me. I always imagine that they're doing that face from Evangelion, the guy who just sits there with his fingers crossed. What's his name? It's Sanji's father. I can't remember his name. I haven't watched Evangelion in a long time. I only know the memes. Okay, counters. Counters are a custom count. Okay. Does this work? No? I guess I don't have this set up. Okay, I gotta set that up. That makes sense. Oof. Okay, so we'll set that up. We'll set up the counter. Branch Blind Stalker. I'm gonna hold off on putting that down just yet. Branch Blind Stalker. And he said no thanks. Adrox said no thanks, man. No thanks. Storm count. Yeah, there's storm count. We haven't had a storm count yet. Thank you, Vlad. You're doing you're today's Renfew, your vampire helper. I have a lot of buffering going on with your streams. I'm sorry about that. The YouTube streams have been acting up lately. I know, it's a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down and not do anything. You gotta put Venerated, and then you do Tamio's Safekeeping on the Rot Priest. Okay, so they're gonna try to hit him. They're gonna try to kill him right away. But I, being the smart boy that I am, have Tamio's Safekeeping on it. That way he gets a double dose. Never play it without the shield, man. That's where they get it wrong. Now if he tries to kill it, he gets it again. He gets 3, and he's not gonna like 3. Glizzy. Glizzy Sun Slizzy. Banana Fana Fo Fizzy. Now we just didn't get a mana. So we're going to search our library for a whatchamacallit. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. And we have a guy's gift so that even if he goes in, we can do something to it. Yeah, the YouTube has been acting up. It keeps complaining about something. I might have to cut it off until I get it right, because it keeps buffering. It keeps complaining about a certain setting, and I adjust the setting, and then nothing fucking happens after I adjust the setting. Like, it does nothing. Like, I'm like, okay, it says put on this setting, limit bit rate to this level, and I go, all right, let me limit the bit rate to this level, and then I do it, and it's like, doesn't matter, I didn't like it anyways. So I'm like, okay, well then why did I do that? It's alright, what is he gonna do here? Topi Stopy. Banana Fana Fofopi. He's gonna remove 3 and get Zendikar out. So that he get a Rake and Skyclave. Hopefully I can get a land here, because I'd love to play Fight Rigging along with a... Yeah, do that. Do Infectious Bite. Do that. Do that. Oof, oof. Okay, hit. What is he gonna do? Swing in? Destroy target enchantment. It's gonna be Fight Rigging. Kinda sucks. Oof, oof, oof. Venomous Brutalizer. Really needed that fucking, whatchamacallit there. Lizzie Sunslayer, he's gonna keep her. Yeah, so the biggest problem with this deck is the lack of removal. I will say that. That's the biggest problem. The lack of removal is a hell of a thing. And he's got a ready to go whatchamacallit right here. First strike, so it doesn't matter. Very close. I mean, against any other deck, we might have gotten something. But not against this guy. Six. Boom. Bomb. Good game. Lack of removal, man. Would it be better if I had black in it? Yeah, but then I'm just running a Golgari again. Then I'm just running a Golgari poison, and then there's no real reason to do that. I've done that a million times. Trying to do something different, you know? I do like the fight deck. I had some fights, but didn't get him. Alright, we got Rot Priest out early. Does anybody's game crash as much as mine does? Or no? Is that just a J thing? Souls of the Lost. Cool animation. Probably a direct removal. Okay, Growth Rights of Iltlamech. Let's do that. Elvish Archivist. Hitting Audacity right there. Boom, bop. Is he gonna swing in? No? Okay. We're gonna do Mirex. We're gonna do Schwack. Schwack. We're gonna push. Boof, boof. Okay. You may be trying to play removal, but I got Tamios. Oh, the Oblatussi. Look at that. Okay. So we're going to do Roman Throne. We're going to say Phyrexian. The only thing we can do here is try to poison him out if he tries to do a fight card on me, which I think he's going to try to do a fight card on me, which will probably kill him, because the effect is going to go up multiple times. I can take a few hits from an Obliterate. It didn't damage me yet, so... He's probably all fucking hot by it. He's not going to go in. He's waiting for that removal. Draw some cards. Forced Sacrifice I'm a little worried about, but we'll see. He really wants that fight. Ooh, he wants that fight real bad. Decline. We gotta wait. We gotta bide our time. We gotta be patient. We're almost there. We can win it. Mephic Drought. Okay. We can win it with poison. Fanatical Offering. VTuber, Wasp King, how you doing? I've had this VTube guy here for a while. I feel like I've been had him. Okay, we're gonna do that. Draw. He really wants that fight card, man. He really wants it. Graveyard Trespasser, very nice. Okay, so if each one triggers twice, and each one triggers twice, that's 2 times 2 is 4, it should be 8. So this will make it go off twice, that'll make it go off twice, and then do it again. We can hit him with it. My turn. Draw. Oblatussy. We do that. We do that. So that's going to be 4. And we just do that again. You just got the diamond with Cleric's decks? Oh, that's great to hear, Rostic Sivolobov. Sivolobov. Rostic Sivolobov. Good name. Rostic Sivolobov. Okay. That was a fun one. I don't know what he was waiting for, but he kind of wasted too long. Yeah, I remember you, Wasp King. I feel like you were here a while ago. Which Cleric's deck? You talking about Orzhov Clerics? Or Mono Black or Church of the Slug? Which one? I got a couple Cleric's decks. That's a terrible opener. That's a fucking worse opener. Holy shit. Alright, well. Move. Black and white. Okay. Orzhov Clerics. Good stuff. Well, I remember your name because Wasp King. Generally, you know, bees and such and wasps usually have like queens. So I thought it was interesting that somebody chose Wasp King because you don't hear that phrase very much. It's like hearing Spider King. You know, you think Spider Queen, yeah, that makes sense. Spider King is like, oh, that's an interesting turn of phrase. Brutalizer. Jund. Probably just gonna get hit with the direct removal, that's fine. Direct removal. Yep. Boom. Hit, hit. I think we got to get rid of Venomous Brutalizer and double down on the getting the Tyrannics out. He's gonna say no thanks. We're gonna swing in. Invincible. Trampler, poof, poof. Okay, hit. That's 3 more poison right there. Good stuff. Alright, where's he going with this Jund? Where's he going with this? Blood-Tide Harvester again. It's not really going anywhere with it. That's the curious thing. Boom, boom. 5. Let's see if he takes it. He'd take 3 more damage. Boom, took 3 more damage. 5 damage with 8 more poison. It's a tough look for G here. Yeah, Orb's going down. Okay. Alright. We're getting there. So I switched Angel that draws a card and give life. That's good stuff, man. You don't have the Vampire that summons tokens. Yeah, I remember that Cleric's deck. I'm glad, man. I'm always, listen, I love hearing that people are doing success with my decks. That makes me so happy. More than anything else, seeing, like, especially somebody said, hey, I made Diamond for the first time. I made Mythic for the first time ever using one of your decks. I fucking love that. I couldn't be happier hearing about that, man. That's the best thing, because I like when people fall in love with this game. Because I love this game a lot. Maybe probably too much. And to hear that good news is just great. I love hearing it. Number 1. Number negative square root of -8. Ooh, that's a hard hand right there. Ooh, that's a tough one. Unex 157. Alright. Put it down. Move. We're going to wait. We're going to see what he puts up here. Hopefully it's a tap land. I'd love to put him down to tap land now for Phyrexian. Boom. Boom. There we go. This is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. He's going to play a removal on it, maybe. Maybe he's going to do Mosswood Dread Knight. We're going to do none. What is he going to do here, man? Try to aggro out on me? Phyrexian again. Flesh Gorger? I would say Flesh Gorger. My turn? Really? You ain't gonna give me anything here? Target creature I control, target creature I don't. He's dead. If he targets any of my cards, he's dead. And all I have to do is play Gaia's Gift. That's how powerful this fucking card is. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, that was a good curve right there. God damn, man. That was a beautiful curve. Oh, man. A thick and girthy curve right there, man. That's what you want to see. Yeah. That kind of scared the shit out of me. That was a beautiful hand. I opened this at the end of the game, and this popped up immediately. I was like, what's going on? Is it errors? What? I panicked. That was funny. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Clawing our way out of Plat Hell. Dark Templar, how you doing? Got that tech for technical difficulties. Dun 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 dun. Oppo goes first. Man, I'd love to go first one of these days. I think I might. One of these days I might go first. Doot. Let's shut that. Okay. Doing as well as you can with the cold right now. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Colds suck. Firefly High. Okay. He's not. He doesn't know what to do here. He doesn't know what to do. Let's get another mana out on the board. Let's make sure we can hit our production goals. Fire, fly high. Guardian of Throbbing. So we're gonna put down Branch Blight Stalker. Boom. Gonna play down Steel Seraph. Yes, this is mono green toxic Dino Stompy. Real steel. Okay, let's do that. We put down that. We put down that. And then we push them in. Yeah, you know I got a trick for you, bro. I got an extra special trick for you. You're gonna get toxic and you're gonna get killed. There you go. You know, like that. If I can get a mana, I'm gonna be pretty good. Life gain is not really gonna matter. I'm not really worried about life gain. Revelation of Power. I want to toxic him out, so I'm not going to stomp him out. So, oof. Oof. Please give me a mana. I'm normal and can be trusted with it. So let's put down Pugnacious. And let's say no attacks. You actually got back in the arena watching the Mono Green Toxic video. Yeah, man, this is the new dinosaur version. Because dinosaurs are from Ixalan, and Ixalan is in everything, and we're in Ixalan right now, so... You know, a little bit of everything. Okay, you don't know what to do. Really need that mana. That mana is going to be perfect for me, man. Really, really could use that. Now he's wondering what he should do here. Is he lifelink? Okay. Gonna do 5. Oof. Okay. That sucks. However, we can do this. He's got an instant in his hand. Oh yeah, Infectious Bite. And he's out of there. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. Even without the extra mana. Okay. One step at a time. Currently trying to play a Rakdos Rakdat with Roaming Throne in it. By Jove, you might be onto something, Dark Templar. That'd be really funny. I think we should just take every single deck that's good and shove Templar into Templar. Roaming Throne into it. I repeated your name. You're not Roaming Throne. You're Templar. Roaming Throne is Roaming Throne. Never stuck by nightmares. All right, guys, are you saving gold? Are you saving gold? It's 1 month. It's 30 days until the new set, man. You should be saving gold until Murder at Karlov. If you're not saving gold already, you're already behind the 8 ball. You should have 30 days of gold saved up. Yeah, you absolutely should have 30 days of gold saved up. That's a terrible opener. That's better. It's not great, but it's better. Bushwhacker. I think I'll go with Blight Boy. We'll put Pugnacious later. In 1 month, you're getting an arena set, bro. 29 days, not even 1 month. You're gonna be seeing previews from me in like 3 weeks, man. Shit's crazy. No, you should be saving gold. Everybody goes, oh, Jay, I like your deck, but I didn't have enough. I didn't have any cards. Bro, you should have been done, had saving gold for 1 month before you came out. That should have been your #1 goal. Save gold right now. You're gonna thank me. You're gonna thank me. You're gonna tank me later. All right. Cloaked Reveler. He's gonna hit. Mono red's a little bit of a problem. Oof, oof. Bloat Boy. Hit. Pop. You're gonna buy 10 packs. Well, it's February. It's February 6th. It's not right away. Yeah, he aggroed the fuck out of me right here, man. He aggroed the absolute living bejesus out of me here. No early removal means they're very weak to mono red. Yep. Nothing I can do. That was the gate game right there. That was the Wall of Fire. You know Wall of Fire, they ain't gonna give you that shit for free. You gotta earn that shit. Alright. February 6th is what this says is coming out on Arena. February 1st, you'll be seeing early access from me, hypothetically. Theoretically, you'll be seeing early access from me. There should be early access. Grave Chaos. Yikes. Man, I'd love to fucking go first one of these times, man. That'd be really cool. I've been on the draw with this deck 21 times. When I'm on the play, I have a 76% win rate. No bullshit. That's literally the win rate when I'm on the play. 76%. But I'm on the draw probably about two times more often. This is not great. Let's try another one. That's better. It's not great either, but we'll try it. You know what? Let's drop Roamer. Let's do that. Get him right out there. Well, you want to buy at least, I mean, if you save for 30 days, you can buy a little bit more than, 30. You can buy about 40 packs if you save for 30 days. Generally. Plus, if you buy 40 packs, you're going to get 5 golden packs on top of that. You'll be opening 45 packs plus the 3 free ones. You'll be almost ordering 50 packs if you save up some gold. So, if you always want to prepare yourself for the new set. You always want to get in right. Man, mono red is the absolute worst matchup for me, especially there on the play. That is ridiculously bad for us. Like, it couldn't be a worse fucking situation. Literally could not be a worse fucking situation. Alright, let's do Infectious Bite then. Target creature you control, target creature you don't. Boom, bop. It's toxic. Let's give him 2 tox right there. Didn't get the fucking mana. Let's see if he quits. He might be mad about it. Yeah, you absolutely should be saving up a fuckload of gold before a new release. That way you can really hit it hard. Plus, you gotta remember that you're gonna get a bunch of free shit. Like, when you open that many packs, every 6 packs you open is gonna be, every 6 packs that you open is gonna be, another rare, wild, and all that. So you're really gonna... You never watched my economy video? I go over all this. There you go. Target creature you control, target creature you don't. 6. Boom. And he's dead. You're dead, you're just impatient? That's a shame, bro. Alright, we got a revenge against mono red there. If that's not a good story arc, a naturally occurring story arc. I don't know what is. Nice. Okay. Gotta be patient, man. Haste makes waste. Besides, if you don't already pretty much have your Ixalan after 2 months, if Ixalan isn't, you don't have like what you want out of Ixalan already, I feel like you should, after 2 months, you should pretty much have the main stuff that your wanted list from Ixalan should be pretty well picked over. All right, let's go for the last one. Never didn't have it. Oppo goes first. Man, I'd love to fucking go first with this deck, bro. I would fucking love it, bro. You don't even know how much I'd love to go fucking first with this deck, man. You have no clue how much I'd like to. I would fucking love to go first with this piece of shit, man. That would just thrill me to no end right here, man. But, hey, matchmaker got to do what a matchmaker do, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jellybean? Helping Hand, returns it. Bloat Boy, Contama Boy. Wabango, Tango, boom. Let me guess, he's going to put down a mana, ossify. Ooh, interesting. Who's he going to put in the boo-boo hole? Swing? No? Bloat Boy again. Gonna lose it? Hit. Pop. Bet he's got a Wandering. He's not going to play anything. He's got a Wandering. Massive is the answer. Think I don't know I'm walking into an Emperor? Come on, man. Think I don't know an Emperor trap when I see one? Dude takes me for a fool over here, man. Dude takes me for a fool over here. He really wants me in that Emperor trap. Or he wants to catapult me. What do we think? Just pushing one. $163 cards. Yeah, he couldn't help himself, man. He couldn't help himself. He had to do it. Now here comes the board wipe because he can't play the game. He don't like when other people play the game. Mondrak, now that's something right there. I was not expecting that. The fuck is Mondrak doing here? Phyrexian Horror. Discard, destroy. Let's wait and see. Okay. Alright. Tokens deck. I didn't expect that. Going wide. Going wide, the J Villain story. Let's try this. I don't think he gets what's going to happen here. I don't think he understands. Yeah.
Not much of a roadblock.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. We had to put pressure on him, for sure. All right. Well, we're going to leave it right there, folks. Surprised at how well it did. With a little bit of adjustment, a little bit more Ixalan dinos in it, we did okay for ourselves here, man. Putting pressure, getting good hands. Honestly, I mean, I hate to be the guy that really... I mean, I joke and blame the shuffle a lot, but holy shit. We were on the play. I have a 76% win rate on the play with this thing, and it put me on the draw tonight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times out of the 15 times that we played. And it's still 71% on the play. It just kept putting me on the draw. If I can get on the play, I'm doing pretty good with this deck. So hopefully you'll have more luck on the play when I do, because it rips on the play. On the draw, it struggles a little bit. We get outgunned pretty quick. But either way, it's still pretty fun. Until next time, guys, I've been J Villain. You've been great. Bye-bye.